And welcome back to the channel. So this is question 5 of 5 of the first set of 5 difficult GCSE questions. I've chosen a non-calculator one, so to be super clear, this is a non-calculator question. So if you're doing the UK GCSE, this will appear on the first paper. If you're doing an overseas GCSE, you don't technically get non-calculator questions, but you do have to show how to get to various answers. So again, as it says in the question, you must show all your working. So I'd like to see every step. I'd like to see exactly what you do. Pause the video, give it a go, come back and see how I've done it. Good luck. All right, so how did we do? So there is a final answer, which I'll get to at the end, and we'll see how we've done. But let's work it out along the way. Now, as I've said in previous videos, the key about this is to make sure you're demonstrating to the examiner, which I've been that examiner, sits the other side, marks your GCSEs, that you are being super clear on what you're working out. So the way that I would do it is I would work out these things separately and then bring it all together. So 5 4/9 is equal to, well, 5 times 9 is 45 plus 4 is 49 over 9. And then it's to the minus a half. So I would also put this around here to the minus a half. The minus means turn upside down. Now at this stage, if your index rules aren't great, go away, practice the index rules, or let me know if you want me to walk through it, but you need to make sure your basics are good here. So the minus means turn upside down, or take the reciprocal. So that's 9 over 49 to the half. And the half is the opposite of squaring, and the opposite of squaring is square rooting. So it's the same as 9 over 49. Remember, this is a non-calculator question. So it'd be really strange if it says like the square root of 73 or something. So you do know what the square root of 9 is, it's 3. And you do know what the square root of 49, which is 7. So I've done the first part. I've done this bit here, if you like. Then I'm going to deal with 4 2/3. So 4 2/3 is the same as 4 times 3, which is 12 plus 2, which is the same as 14 over 3. And then 2 to the minus 3. Well, remember again, minus means reciprocal, or 1 over. So that's 1 over 2 to the 3. And 2 to the 3 is 8. Now, what's notable here is I've done quite a lot of calculations, just assuming you know these values. So it's really important you go away and you learn your powers of 2, you learn your basic squares, and you learn your basic cubes. And that means I can bring this all together. So I'm going to draw, so I like to draw a nice little asterisk, and I need to say, and I'm going to zoom out a bit so you can see what I'm doing. So therefore I can say this is equal to, well, I've dealt with this, 5 4/9. I've said that's 3/7, so I don't have to explain that anymore. So that's 3/7 multiplied by 4 2/3, which I've said is 14 over 3. At this stage, note my 3's cancel and my 14's cancel, which is great. And all that's divided by 1 over 8. Now, because it's a show all working, be very careful of just doing, even if you can do this in your head, be very careful you're showing what you're doing, because you don't know where the marks are. You don't know if you need to show a certain step, and if you don't show it, you don't get that mark, and you don't get the final mark. So always show the steps in between. So that's the same as 3 times 14 over 7 times 3 multiplied by, or divide by an eighth, is the same as multiplied by 8 over 1, keep, change, flip, which is this. So I've shown the steps that I'm doing. Now let's tidy this up a bit. I'm going to just zoom in. So that's going to be the same as, well, my 3's cancel. Now I'm going to do it in a different colour, and then I'm going to do this in a different colour, so you can see I've cancelled these down. So all that cancels down to 2, and I've shown my cancelling. I've made it clear to the examiner what I'm doing. So 2 times 8 is 16, 1 times 1 is 1, and so the final answer is going to be 16. So that there looks horrific, but all that comes down to a nice answer of 16. Final question done. Please do like and subscribe. There's going to be another 5 questions coming very soon. I've got them ready, all ready to go. As I said in previous videos, if there's one you'd like me to do, if you've come across a question you just don't understand, let me know. Let me know where it is if you can, as much as you can, and I'll go through and I will do it for you. Like and subscribe helps the channel grow. We want to get this channel a lot bigger so more people can see it. Either way, wait for the next questions coming up. Have a go at some of the easiest stuff I've loaded on the channel as well. Thanks all.